Hello and welcome. Welcome to learning session number 3 of chapter number 3 of geometry, which is circle. Today we are going to continue with our objective for our last learning session. Okay. So the objective is going to be students will be able to solve problems based on touching circles. Okay. We had not completed the objective in the last learning session. So we are going to continue with the same objective for today's learning session. Okay. So these are the three things we had learned in the last learning session. First, the point of contact of touching circles lies on the line joining their centers. Okay, what does touching circles mean? Touching circles mean circles which touch each other at only one particular point, at a single point. Okay. So what are they talking about? What are they saying about touching circles? So the point at which two circles are touching each other either externally or internally, that point is going to be on some line. Which is that line? The line joining the two centers of the circle. Okay, दो circles के जो centers है उनको अगर तुम if you draw a line between them or you extend the line, then the point of contact जिस point पे दोनों circles touch कर रहे हैं वो उस line पे lie करेगा. Okay, that's your point number one. Second point, if the circles touch each other externally, the distance between the centers is equal to the sum of their area. Okay, what this means is अगर बाहर से दो circles एक दूसरे को touch कर रहे हैं तो दोनों के centers का जो distance है that will be equal to sum of the radius. दोनों radius को add कर दो तो दोनों centers के बीच का distance मिल जाएगा. Next, the distance between the centers of the circles touching internally is equal to the difference of their radii. अगर दो circles एक दूसरे को internally touch कर रहे हैं यानी एक circle दूसरे circle के अंदर है और वो एक point पे touch हो रहे हैं तो तब उनका the distance between the centers is going to be equal to the difference of, यानी दोनों radius को minus कर दो and whatever you get will be the distance between the two centers of the circle. Okay, so all these 3 points we had seen in detail in our last learning session. Okay, we will be using all these 3 things again in today's learning session as well, so you need to remember this. Okay, so in last learning session we had completed the first 3 sums of practice set 3.2, right? In today's learning session we're going to complete sum number 4 and sum number 5. But before we actually start solving sum number 4 and sum number 5, we need to revise a few topics such as corresponding angles, isosceles triangle theorem, alternate angles, so on and so forth. So for that, for me to explain that, for me to revise that, I'll have to go near the board. Okay, so see you near the board. Okay, so before we start solving the remaining problems given in the practice set, I quickly wanted to revise corresponding angles, alternate angles, interior angles, vertically opposite angles, and isosceles triangle theorem, because all these things are going to be routinely used in our sums. Okay, these are going to come up again and again in our sums. Okay, so most of this, or rather all of this, will already know. This is just a quick revision. Okay, so let us start with alternate angles. To see alternate angles, you always have to look for the letter Z. Okay, before that, for alternate angles, corresponding angles, and interior angles, 2 things are important. Firstly, there should be a pair of parallel lines. That's the first thing. And the second thing is you should have a transversal. So here, if you see, we have 2 parallel lines, a transversal, 2 parallel lines, a transversal, 2 parallel lines, and a transversal. Okay, so for corresponding angles, alternate angles, and interior angles, you all need 2 parallel lines and 1 transversal. Okay, so for alternate angles, you will always look out for a Z shape. Okay, where do you see Z shape over here? I can see one Z shape over here. Isn't it? This is one Z shape. So whichever the angles are inside the Z shape, those will be alternate angles. So if this is angle X, then this will also be angle X. Okay, angle X equal to angle X. That is one pair of alternate angles. Do you see another Z over here? Can you see one more Z over here? If you see, यहाँ पे एक उल्टा Z है, right? ऐसे, फिर यहाँ से ऐसे, and फिर here. This is ulta Z. So again, this will also be considered. Inside this ulta Z also there is one pair of alternate angles. Which are those? Let me take this as angle Y. So this will also be angle Y. And alternate angles are always equal. Okay. So angle Y will be equal to angle Y. So you have 2 sets of alternate angles in this particular figure. You always have to look out for the shape Z for alternate angles. Okay, so that's alternate angles. Let's move on to corresponding angles. Now for corresponding angles, you will always look out for the shape F. Okay, always look out for the shape F for corresponding angles. So where can you see the shape F over here? You can see one F shape over here. Isn't this looks like an F, right? If I extend this a little more, this looks like an F. So इस F के अंदर there is one pair of corresponding angles. Let me mark that as X and X. Okay, again angle X is going to be equal to angle X. Okay, next, do you see one more F? I can see another F on the left hand side. Okay, ulta F. So here we go. This is also an F, but left side में. ये वाला F right side में था, ये वाला F left side में. So again, there will be a pair of corresponding angles. If this is, okay, I've already taken X, right? So if this is angle Y, so this will also be angle Y. Okay, so angle Y is equal to angle Y. Okay, let me write that a little more neatly. First I've written angle X is equal to angle X. Similarly, angle Y is equal to angle Y. But we don't stop here. Okay, यहाँ पे और दो F's हैं. Where are those? So if I may point out, upside down F's there are. Okay, so यहाँ पे एक upside down F ऐसे हो गया, right? और left side पे एक और upside down F. Okay, so you should be able to imagine all these F's. Okay, F shape कहाँ पे दिख रहा है? When you have two parallel lines, one and one transversal. So again, you will have two more pairs. Okay, so one pair will be over here. So let me call this as W. If this is angle W, this angle will also be angle W. Okay, so angle W is equal to angle W. That's my one pair of corresponding angles. Another on the left hand side. So what can I call it? Let me call it as M. Okay, so this is my angle M. So this is also angle M. Okay, this angle we are talking about. This and this angle. Okay, so again here angle M is equal to angle M. So whenever you have two parallel lines and one transversal, you will always find four pairs of corresponding angles. And what do you have to look for? You have to always look for the letter F. Okay, एक सीधा F है, एक लेफ्ट साइड पे आ जाएगा, एक अपसाइड डाउन F है राइट साइड में, सिमिलरली अनदर अपसाइड डाउन F द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, और उसके बीच में जो कोई भी एंगल्स आ जाए, दोज आर योर करस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल. सो व्हेनेवर यू ड्रॉ एन F, इफ दिस इज योर F, यहाँ पे एक एंगल होगा और यहाँ पे एक एंगल होगा, बोथ ऑफ देम विल बी इक्वल बिकॉज दोज आर करस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू इंटीजर एंगल्स. सो फॉर इंटीजर एंगल्स यू विल ऑलवेज लुक आउट फॉर द शेप और लेटर C. ऑलवेज लुक आउट फॉर द लेटर C. व्हेन कैन यू सी C? यहाँ पे एक दिख रहा है लेटर C एंड यहाँ पे उल्टा एक लेटर C दिख रहा है. ओके, सो हियर इफ आई हैव एंगल X, हियर आई हैव एंगल Y. इन केस ऑफ इंटीजर एंगल्स वो दोनों इक्वल नहीं होते. ओके, ऑल्टरनेट एंगल्स दे आर ऑलवेज इक्वल, corresponding angles they are always equal. Interior angles are not equal. Okay, so if this is X, this is Y, this is one pair of interior angles. Okay, and I will say angle X plus angle Y is equal to 180 degree. So that's the speciality of interior angles. They are not equal, but their sum is equal to 180 degrees. Similarly, you have another pair. What is that? Let me put names for that. Another pair of angles. Let me call this as M. Let me call this as W. Okay, so this angle is M, this angle is W. So again, what is the speciality of interior angles? Angle M plus angle W is equal to 180 degree. So remember, interior angles are not equal. Interior angles का जो sum होता है वो 180 degree होता है. So that's the speciality of interior angles. Okay. Next, vertically opposite angles. So how do you find vertically opposite angles? You should have two intersecting lines. Okay, whenever there are two intersecting lines, you will have vertically opposite angles. Okay, in case of alternate, corresponding and interior angles, you needed a pair of parallel lines and a transversal, whereas in this case you need only two lines intersecting each other. Okay, so what are the vertically opposite angles over here? If this is my angle X, this will also be angle X. Okay, so angle X is equal to angle X. Similarly, there is one more pair of vertically opposite angles. अभी left to right है, right? But फिर भी उसका नाम vertically ही रहेगा. Okay, even though those angles are horizontal. So if this angle is say O, this angle will also be equal to O. Okay, so angle O is equal to angle O. So these angle O is one pair of vertically opposite angles. Angle X, they are another pair of vertically opposite angles. So we are also done with vertically opposite angles. For vertically opposite angles, you will always look out for the shape X. Okay. Always look out for the shape X for vertically opposite angles. Finally, isosceles triangle theorem. Okay, so there are three types of triangles. One, if I may draw. Okay, one, if I may draw. this. Okay, is any side equal to any side? No, all three sides are different lengths, right? So this is a scalene triangle. Another one is this. Okay, so if all three sides are equal, it is called as a equilateral triangle. Okay, I think you all cannot see that. Let me draw it a little up. Okay, so in this case, if all three sides are equal, then it's an equilateral triangle. So scalene triangle, none of the sides are equal. Equilateral triangle, all three sides are equal. Okay, what is this? Isosceles triangle. So in isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. So what does isosceles triangle theorem tell you? Isosceles triangle मतलब क्या? दो sides are equal. So the theorem tells you the angles opposite those equal sides will be equal. Okay, तो अभी ये जो साइड है इसके सामने कौन सा एंगल है? एंगल सी. ये जो साइड है उसके सामने कौन सा एंगल है? एंगल बी. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल थ्योरम, एंगल बी विल बी इक्वल टू एंगल सी. ओके, ये कहां से आया? आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल थ्योरम से. व्हेनेवर टू साइड्स ऑफ अ ट्रायंगल आर इक्वल, द एंगल्स ऑपोजिट टू दोस टू साइड्स विल आल्सो बी इक्वल. ओके, अगर समझो तुम्हें पता था कि ये दो एंगल्स इक्वल है. ओके, इफ एंगल बी इक्वल टू एंगल सी वाज गिवन, और उसके ऊपर से तुम बोल रहे हो कि अच्छा इसके सामने वाले जो साइड्स है वो भी इक्वल होने चाहिए, सो दैट विल बी कॉन्वर्स ऑफ आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल थ्योरम. डिपेंड करता है आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल थ्योरम है या कॉन्वर्स ऑफ आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल थ्योरम है. वो किस पे डिपेंड करता है? क्या गिवन है और व्हाट इज द कॉन्सिक्वेंस ऑफ द थ्योरम. अगर पहले से पता है दो साइड्स इक्वल है और उसकी वजह से एंगल्स इक्वल हो गए, इट मींस इट इज आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल थ्योरम. अगर तुम्हें पता था एंगल्स इक्वल है और उसमें से तुम लोग ने लिख दिया कि दोनों साइड्स इक्वल है, तो तुम लोग ने उल्टा किया है. उल्टा विल बी कॉन्वर्स ऑफ आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल थ्योरम. ओके, सो बिफोर वी एक्चुअली स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग द सम्स, आई क्विकली वांटेड टू रिवाइज these concepts. Corresponding angles, you always look out for F shape when you have two parallel lines and a transversal, and corresponding angles are going to be equal. Okay, alternate angles, again when you have two parallel lines and a transversal, always look for the shape Z, and whatever the angles are inside the Z shape, those angles will be equal. Okay, those are alternate angles. Next, interior angles. For interior angles, again you need two parallel lines and a transversal. Whenever you see the shape C, okay, if you see the shape C, these two angles, their sum will be equal to 180. Okay, these interior angles are not equal, उनका sum 180 degree होता है. Vertically opposite angles, you always look out for the shape X, and in that shape X, the opposite angles will be equal. Isosceles triangle theorem, if two sides of a triangular theorem, the angles opposite to those two sides will be equal. That's isosceles triangle theorem. Now, with all this knowledge, we are now ready to solve the problems given, remaining problems given in the practice set. Okay. Okay, I hope now you have a better understanding of corresponding angles, alternate angles, interior angles, isosceles triangle theorem, and vertically opposite angles. Now that we know all of this, now that we have revised all of these concepts which are going to be used in these two sums, we can now start solving those sums. Okay, so let us start with sum number 4. Very interesting sum. Okay, so let me first read out the sum in figure 3.27, which is this. Okay, the circles with center P and Q touch each other at R. Okay, so यहाँ पे एक circle with center P है, यहाँ पे एक circle with center Q है. Both of them touch at point R. Okay, a line passing through R meets the circle at A and B respectively. R से एक line pass हो रही है. Okay, so R से जो line pass हो रही है, it is meeting the circle on the left hand side at point A and circle on the right hand side at point B. Prove that. They have asked you to prove three things. Okay, first is segment AP parallel to segment BQ. AP कहाँ पे? यहाँ पे है. And BQ कहाँ पे है? यहाँ पे. So they are asking you to prove AP is parallel to BQ. See, now they have now we have two parallel lines. यहाँ पे एक parallel line हमें prove करना है और यहाँ पे दूसरा parallel line. So we have to prove these two are parallel. So obviously which concept are we going to use? Either of corresponding angle, alternate angle or interior angle. इनमें से कुछ ना कुछ use होने वाला है. Okay, that's why we need to revise those concepts. So how will you prove AP is parallel to QB? Think. We have just revised 5 things. Which of those things is applicable here? Which shape can you see? Can you see a F shape? Can you see a Z shape? Or can you see a C shape? Which letter shape can you see here? I can see the Z shape. Okay, यहाँ पे एक Z हो रहा है, P A B Q. यहाँ पे एक Z फॉर्म हो रहा है, right? P A B Q ऐसा एक Z शेप फॉर्म हो रहा है. So ये Z शेप जैसे जब भी आएगा, that time you know that it is alternate angles. Okay, so अगर मैंने इस angle, if I prove this angle equal to this angle, then I'm done with my proof, right? क्योंकि अगर ये angle और ये angle को मैंने prove कर दिया equal है, it means AP is parallel to QB using alternate angle test, right? alternate angles में जनरली दिया होता है कि दो पैरेलल लाइंस और एक ट्रांसवर्सल है, और उसमें से हम लोग alternate angles निकालते हैं. यहाँ पे हम लोग उल्टा कर रहे हैं, हम लोग alternate angles को पहले इक्वल प्रूव कर रहे हैं और उसमें से हम बोल रहे हैं कि अच्छा ये जो दो लाइंस है फिर पैरेलल होने चाहिए. ओके, और there's another pair. ओके, यहाँ पे एक और z है. कहाँ पे एक और z है? उल्टा z, यहाँ से A P Q B, right? This is another z. So यहाँ पे भी एक pair of alternate angles है. So angle P over here and angle Q over here, both of these are also alternate angles. So if I even prove angle P is equal to angle Q, then I can say that AP is parallel to BQ. अभी सवाल ये है, how will you prove either angle A is equal to angle B or angle P is equal to angle Q? ये कैसे प्रूव करोगे? Okay, think. I'll give you all 5 seconds for you to pause the video and think. How will you prove this angle equal to this angle? What strategy can you think? Which theorem will be applicable? Think for a moment, and that's what you need to build. Okay, you need to build. If you are given a problem and you know where to go and how to go there, you should be able to fill in the in between steps. Okay, I'll wait for 5 seconds for you to pause the video and think. Okay. Okay, I hope you paused the video and have at least given it a thought. It's okay if you did not found the answer. If it's okay if you did not find the answer, but it was important for you to keep thinking. And once you think in one direction, but you find out, okay, the direction was this, then you can adjust accordingly. And next time onwards, when you get a similar sum, you will be better prepared. So it's very important to think about sums before actually just seeing the solution. Okay, so I'll tell you one of the approaches. Okay, again, there are so many approaches to solve any given problem. One of the approaches will be, see here you have a triangle in which AP is equal to PR. Why? Why will AP be equal to PR? Isosceles triangle theorem. AP is equal to PR because they are the radii of the same circle. AP भी radius है, PR भी radius है, so दोनों radius equal होनी चाहिए. So it's an isosceles triangle. Whenever you have an isosceles triangle, using isosceles triangle theorem, और जो दो equal sides हैं उनके opposite जो angles है वो equal हो जाएंगे. So AP के opposite कौन सा angle है? ये छोटा angle. And PR के opposite कौन सा angle है? ये छोटा angle. So this angle will be equal to this angle. Okay, that is point number 1. Second, this angle will be equal to this angle. Why? Vertically opposite angles. यहाँ पे I can see one cross shape दिख रहा है मुझे, right? यहाँ पे एक line, यहाँ पे एक line. So I can see a cross shape over here. So it will form vertically opposite angles. Okay, but तुम्हें पता है क्या PRQ straight line है? You don't know, right? Yet PRQ straight line है, किसने बताया? You will have to say that they are straight line using touching circles theorem. What does touching circle theorem say? The point at which two circles touch each other lies on the line joining the two centers. इसलिए PRQ एक straight line है. Okay, अगर ये straight line है, you can say okay, this angle is equal to this angle. अब तक हम लोग ने क्या प्रूफ किया? This angle is equal to this angle. Now I am saying this angle is equal to this angle. Okay, again, now see this triangle. This is also an isosceles triangle. Why? Because RQ is equal to BQ. RQ will be equal to BQ because ये दोनों सेम सर्कल के रेडियस है, तो रेडियस इक्वल होंगे, तो ये भी एक आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल है. तो ये जो दो इक्वल साइड्स है उनके सामने वाले जो एंगल्स है वो भी इक्वल होंगे. सो दिस एंगल विल बी इक्वल टू दिस एंगल. ओके, सो पहले हम लोग ने क्या बोला, इसमें आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल थ्योरम यूज किया. वी सेड this angle is equal to this angle. Then we used vertically opposite angles to say this angle is equal to this angle. Then I used isosceles triangle theorem again to say this angle is equal to this angle. So do you see the logic? Do you see the progression? मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, मैंने पहले बोला x is equal to y, then I'm saying y is equal to z. Then what it means is x is equal to z, isn't it? I'll repeat this one more time. अगर मैं बोल रहा हूँ x is equal to y, then I say y is equal to z. Does that also mean कि x is equal to z? Yes. Okay. A similar thing is happening here. I am saying ये जो angle है is equal to this angle. Then I am saying this angle is equal to this angle. Then I am saying this angle is equal to this angle. What does that mean? It means कि ये जो angle है ये भी इसके equal है. And that's what we wanted to prove because these are alternate angles, right? Once you prove this angle is equal to this angle, you can say AP is parallel to QB. Now are you understanding how to solve this? So the first part of this question. Okay, अब तक हमने first part solve किया. First part के लिए इतना सोचना था. Okay, so now you all know the steps. पहले तुम लोग theorem of touching circles use करोगे so that you can say P R Q R on the same line, क्योंकि हमें यहाँ पे vertically opposite angles use करने हैं. Then you will use isosceles triangle theorem in the first triangle, then you will use isosceles triangle theorem in the second triangle, then you will use vertically opposite angles here, and using that you can say this angle A is equal to angle B. Okay, and then you will get the required expression. Okay, so let us begin. Theorem of touching circles. So you'll say the circles with center P and Q touch each other at point R, and that was given in the question. So by using theorem of touching circles, you will say P dash R dash Q. Okay, P dash R dash Q यानी P R Q सब एक line में है. All of them lie on the same line. Next, isosceles triangle theorem in the first triangle. यहाँ पे हमारा first triangle है. Okay, so start using it. We'll say in triangle PAR is over here. Segment PA is equal to segment PR. PA is equal to PR. Reason, radii of same circle. Because of that, the angles opposite those sides will be equal. तो AP के सामने कौन सा एंगल है? PRA, right? AP के सामने PRA एंगल है. So PRA congruent to PR के opposite कौन सा एंगल है? PR is over here. PR के सामने है PAR. Okay, this angle PAR is opposite to PR. So PA के सामने जो एंगल है वो PR है, PR के सामने जो एंगल है वो PAR. Both of them will be congruent using isosceles triangle theorem. You say this is your equation number 1. Similarly, you will use isosceles triangle theorem in the second triangle. Okay, so you'll do that in triangle QBR. QBR is over here. Okay, in triangle QBR, segment QR is equal to segment QB. QR यहाँ पे है, QB यहाँ पे है. So those two are equal because radii of the same circle. So now you can use isosceles triangle theorem. QR के सामने कौन सा एंगल है? It is RBQ. Okay, QR के सामने RBQ एंगल है. So QR के सामने वाला RBQ एंगल. QB के सामने कौन सा है? QB के सामने है QRB एंगल, right? QRB. So QB के सामने QRB एंगल है. So both of them will be congruent. Why? Because isosceles triangle theorem. Call this as equation number 2. Final step which is remaining is use vertically opposite angles. अब तक हमने क्या बोला है? ये एंगल इक्वल टू ये एंगल बोल दिया है, ये एंगल इक्वल टू ये एंगल बोल दिया है. When I say this angle is this angle, sorry, I'm going to repeat this. अब तक हम लोगों ने क्या बोला है? ये एंगल is equal to this angle is equal to this angle. Once I say this angle is equal to this angle, I can also say ये जो एंगल है is equal to this angle, and then I can say AP is parallel to QB. So now use vertically opposite angles. Okay, so vertically opposite angles में क्या लिखोगे? PRA is equal to QRB. PRA कहाँ पे? यहाँ पे. PRA is equal to QRB यहाँ पे है. So PRA is equal to QRB. Okay, using vertically opposite angles, call that as equation number 3. Now using equation 1, 2 and 3, what you can say is PAR is equal to RBQ. Okay, ये एंगल का नाम क्या है? PAR is equal to RBQ. ये एंगल using 1, 2 and 3. ये कौन सा लॉजिक है? If x is equal to y is equal to z, then x is equal to z. वो वाला लॉजिक यूज कर रहा है. And from that you can write this. Okay, call that as equation number 4. Now you use the alternate angles theorem. What will you say? But they are a pair of alternate angles formed by transversal AB. Okay, transversal कौन सा है? AB है, right? AB is the transversal on segment AP and BQ. Segment AP और BQ अगर दोनों पैरेलल होंगे और अगर ये ट्रांसवर्सल है AB, तो ये दोनों alternate angles हो जाएंगे. Hence you can write segment AP is parallel to segment BQ. So AP parallel to BQ लिख दिया using alternate angle test. Okay, that will go in pencil box. That's your final answer for the first part of the question. अब तक सिर्फ first part हुआ. Okay, I love questions like these. You have to think so critically. You have to think for a 4 steps ahead. तुम लोग को 4 स्टेप आगे क्या करने वाले हो ये पहले से सोचना पड़ रहा है. That's why it makes these questions and some so interesting. Okay, and don't worry, the first time you see it will seem difficult. The more and more these types of sums you see, it will become easier. Okay, trust me on that. Okay, so first part is done. Let's move on to the second part. Second part में they are asking, second and third part are relatively easier. Okay, triangle APR similar to triangle RQB. APR कहाँ पे है? यहाँ पे, ये लेफ्ट साइड वाला ट्राइंगल. RQB कहाँ पे? यहाँ पे, राइट साइड वाला ट्राइंगल. तो इन दोनों को हमें सिमिलर प्रूव करना है. So we will use AA test of similarity. Why? See, we know that this angle is equal to this angle, and we know this angle is equal to this angle. So I can also say ये जो A angle है, that will be equal to this R angle, isn't it? Also, what I can say is this angle is equal to this. Okay, let me start showing the solution first, and from the solution only I'll explain. That will be better. Okay, but just know कि यहाँ पे तुम लोग you have to show that these two triangles are similar, right? So don't use sides को अगर use करें तो उन्हें proportional दिखाना पड़ेगा, but you don't know any lengths here in this question. So because you don't know any lengths, the only test you can use is a test of similarity. Okay, let us see which two angles we can take. You can take many angles, different angles. The ones taken here are these two. Okay, first PAR congruent to QRB. PAR यहाँ पे है, isn't it? PAR is here and QRB यहाँ पे है. What logic are they applying? This angle is equal to this angle. ये हम लोग ने 1 में बोला था, right? We did isosceles triangle theorem in the first triangle, and we said this angle is equal to this angle. Then in our third statement we use vertically opposite angles. So we said in vertically opposite angles in equation number 3, this angle is equal to this angle. So using this I can say this angle is equal to this angle, isn't it? PAR यहाँ वाला angle है, PAR, okay? PAR and QRB यहाँ वाला angle है, isn't it? So using 1 and 3 you can say PAR is equal to QRB. Okay, that's your first angle. Second angle, APR is equal to RQB. APR is equal to RQ. Okay, I did not show it correctly. I'm going to show it again. APR is equal to RQB. Why? Alternate angles. अभी हमें पता है, right, that AP is parallel to QB. We know AP is parallel to QB. तो उसमें दो sets of alternate angles है. This and this is one set of alternate angles. The second set of alternate angles is this angle P and angle Q. ये दोनों equal है because alternate angles, because AP is parallel to QB. So दो angles को तुम लोग ने equal prove कर दिया. So you can say using a test of similarity that these two triangles are similar, isn't it? So this was a easy part. Okay, second question was not that. Second part of this question was not that difficult. So you're also done with the second part. Now the third part. Third part they are asking find RQB. RQB. Okay, तो इस एंगल का तुम्हें मेजर फाइंड आउट करना है. इफ एंगल PR इज इक्वल टू 35, PAR यहाँ पे है, ये 35 दे दिया और तुम्हें इस एंगल का मेजर पूछा है. सो इफ यू नोटिस जो गिवन है, गिवन में तुम्हें लेफ्ट साइड वाले ट्राइंगल का एंगल दे दिया एंड पूछा है तुम लोग को राइट साइड वाले ट्राइंगल का. सो सबसे पहला तुम्हें क्या करना पड़ेगा काम, विल हैव टू समहाउ कनेक्ट एंगल ऑफ दिस ट्राइंगल टू एंगल्स ऑफ दिस ट्राइंगल. ओके, विल हैव टू समहाउ connect the angle of this triangle to angle of this triangle. Only then you can find the measure of this angle, because तुम्हें जो given में दिया वो इस triangle का angle दिया और तुम्हें पूछा है इस वाले triangle का angle. Okay, so these will be your steps. Okay, you have to somehow connect the angles of the two triangle, and then एक बार तुम्हें इसमें से कोई भी angle मिल गया, you know that this angle is equal to this angle, कोई भी angle मिल गया, then you will just find the sum of all angles of a triangle. You will use that property of triangles जिसमें सारे angles को add करके 180 आता है, and then you will substitute and calculate and you will get the final answer. Okay, so the question is how will you connect the two angles of these triangles? Again, there are so many ways. You can use alternate angle theorem, you can use vertically opposite angles, etc, etc. Okay, so given में क्या था, PAR is equal to 35. this was given. Now RBQ is equal to PR. RBQ कहाँ पे है? RBQ यहाँ पे है. So RBQ is equal to PAR. हम लोग ने ये देखा था फोर्थ स्टेटमेंट में, राइट? फर्स्ट पार्ट जो था उसमें हम लोग ने प्रूव कर दिया था कि जो PAR एंगल है दैट इज इक्वल टू QBR. ओके, सो तुम्हारा अगेन यू कैन से QBR और RBQ, बोथ ऑफ देम आर सेम. ओके, सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट में, सॉरी फर्स्ट पार्ट में हम लोग ने बोल दिया था ये जो PR एंगल है दैट इज इक्वल टू एंगल RBQ. ओके, सो अगर ये 35 है तो ये भी 35 हो जाएगा. That's what's written on the second line. Okay, and you will say that this is from statement number 4. Okay, now use sum of all angles of a triangle वाला property. कौन से ट्राइंगल में यूज करोगे? ये छोटे वाले ट्राइंगल में, बिकॉज सॉरी नॉट छोटे वाले, राइट साइड वाले ट्राइंगल में. क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ के ट्राइंगल के एंगल, यहाँ के ट्राइंगल का एंगल पूछा है क्वेश्चन में, राइट? दे आर आस्किंग फाइंड द मेजर ऑफ एंगल RQB इस ट्राइंगल में. तो इस ट्राइंगल में हम लोग वो प्रॉपर्टी यूज करेंगे. सो से इन ट्राइंगल RQB the sum of measure of all angles of the triangle is going to be 180 degree, and give the reason in complete sentence. Okay, you all have used this property so many times. Sum of measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Okay, now you'll have to do some substitution. So if you see यहाँ पे क्या substitute किया, यहाँ पे आर क्यू बी का आर क्यू बी लिख दिया, यहाँ पे आर बी क्यू का आर बी क्यू लिख दिया, यहाँ पे क्यू आर बी का आर बी क्यू लिखा है। क्यू आर बी का आर बी क्यू कैसे लिख सकते हैं वो लोग? क्यू आर बी कहाँ पे है? क्यू आर बी यहाँ पे है, दिस एंगल, उसको वो लोग ने आर बी क्यू लिखा है, आर बी क्यू यहाँ पे। हाउ कैन दे से दिस एंगल इज इक्वल टू दिस एंगल? वी हैव ऑलरेडी यूज्ड दिस इन आवर सेकंड स्टेटमेंट, राइट? जब हम लोग ने इस ट्रायंगल में आइसोसेलेस ट्रायंगल थ्योरम यूज किया था, वी ऑलरेडी सेड दैट दिस एंगल इज इक्वल टू दिस एंगल। सो यहाँ पे क्यू आर बी जो कि ये एंगल है, उसको लिखने के बजाय आर बी क्यू लिख दिया जो कि ये एंगल है। ओके, एंड दैट इज फ्रॉम स्टेटमेंट नंबर 2 व्हेन वी यूज isosceles triangle theorem in our second triangle. Okay, now what is rbq plus rbq? It will be 2 rbq. Okay, and rbq का वैल्यू क्या फाइंड आउट किया हम लोग ने? 35 डिग्रीज, राइट? सेकेंड लाइन में हम लोग ने फाइंड आउट किया था rbq का मेजर क्या है? 35 डिग्रीज। so 2 into 35, 2 into 35 is 70, 70 उस तरफ चले जाएगा तो you will get answer as 110 degrees. So RQB का measure angle है 110 degrees. So that's your final answer for the third part. Put this in pencil box. Okay, so that's it. We are done solving the fourth sum. Okay, it was an interesting sum, right? And the reason it is interesting to me is because you have to think of all the steps ahead. 4 steps आगे का पहले से सोच के रखना पड़ता है. That's such an important skill to have in life, right? Even in life, if you can think 4 years ahead, 5 years ahead, what's your strategy going to be? What's your plan going to be for 4 years, 5 years ahead? I think that is such an important skill to have in life. Similarly, those skills you can develop from mathematics. That's why mathematics can be so beautiful sometimes, because you have to think आगे का पहले से, and फिर धीरे धीरे step by step काम करते जाना पड़ता है. Okay, cool. We're done with fourth sum. Let's move on to the fifth sum. Fifth sum is equally interesting. Okay, I love this sum. Okay, so I'll first read this sum. In figure 3.28, this is your figure 3.28. The circles with centers A and B touch each other at E. So यहाँ पे circle with center A है, यहाँ पे circle with center B है, दोनों एक दूसरे को कहाँ पे touch कर रहे हैं? At point E. Okay, line L is a common tangent which touches circles C and D, which touches the circles at C and D respectively. ये जो tangent है line L, वो दोनों circles को tangent है, यानी दोनों सर्कल्स को सिर्फ एक ही पॉइंट पे मीट करेगा. दैट्स द मीनिंग ऑफ टैंजेंट, राइट? सिर्फ एक पॉइंट पे टच करेगा. सो सर्कल विद सेंटर ए को सी पे टच कर रहा है, सर्कल विद सेंटर बी को डी पे टच कर रही है, टैंजेंट. ओके, फाइंड द लेंथ ऑफ सेगमेंट सी डी इफ द रेडियाई ऑफ द सर्कल्स आर 4 सेंटीमीटर एंड 6 सेंटीमीटर. तो इसका 4 सेंटीमीटर रेडियस है, इसका 6 सेंटीमीटर रेडियस है. हाउ विल यू फाइंड सी डी? Interesting, right? Think. What I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to wait for 5 seconds for you to pause this video here. Think whatever is given in the question and think what approach will you take. Okay, again, I'm telling you, only when you stop this video, think by yourself what approach you will take. It's okay if you don't get the correct answer, if you don't get the correct approach, but as long as you're thinking, as long as your brain is working, I think you're learning something new. Okay, so I'm going to wait for 5 seconds for you to pause and think which approach will you take. Okay. Okay, I hope you paused the video and at least thought for 2 minutes at least how will you solve this sum. Okay, now let us see how to solve this sum. So first of all, हमें पूछा क्या है? CD, और हमें दिया क्या है? Radii. I cannot see the radii over here, so first thing I'll do is I'll draw the radii. So I'll join this AC, then I'll join this BD, ताकि मुझे रेडियस दिखने लग जाए. Okay, secondly I have to somehow incorporate E also here, so I'll join these points also, and I know ki E, which is the point of contact of these two circles, that is going to lie on the line joining the centers of the two circles. So E point इस line पे आ जाएगा. Okay, इससे मुझे क्या information मिला? I know that AC is 4 centimeter, I know AE is 4 centimeter, I also know BE is 6 centimeter and BD is 6 centimeter. ये दोनों भी radius है छोटे वाले सर्कल का, ये दोनों भी रेडियस है बड़े वाले सर्कल का. व्हाट इन्फॉर्मेशन आई एम गेटिंग फ्रॉम दिस? इसमें से भी अभी भी कुछ नहीं मिल रहा. ओके, एंड सी दिस शेप. ये कौन सा शेप है? दिस आई नो इज अ क्वाड्रिलैटरल. क्वाड्रिलैटरल मींस 4 साइडेड फिगर. सो दिस इज अ क्वाड्रिलैटरल, दैट आई नो, बट दिस इज नॉट अ स्क्वायर, दिस इज नॉट अ रेक्टेंगल, दिस इज नॉट अ रोम्बस, दिस इज नॉट अ पैरेललोग्राम. उसमें से कुछ भी इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं मिल रहा. व्हाट वुड बी यूजफुल? अगर ये रेक्टेंगल मिल जाता देन थिंग्स वुड बी इजियर, राइट? बिकॉज ऑपोजिट साइड्स ऑफ रेक्टेंगल आर इक्वल. तो अगर मुझे ए बी पता होता तो मुझे सी डी भी पता चल जाता. एंड ए बी मुझे पता है, यहाँ छोटा सा पार्ट 4 है, यहाँ पे छोटा सा पार्ट 6 है, राइट? तो 4 + 6 is 10. तो अगर ये 10 है तो ये भी 10 हो जाएगा अगर ये रेक्टेंगल होता तो, बट दिस इज नॉट अ रेक्टेंगल. सो द अप्रोच इज, ये रेक्टेंगल नहीं है राइट, तो तुम लोग रेक्टेंगल जबरदस्ती बनाओ. ओके, जबरदस्ती रेक्टेंगल बना देंगे. कैसे बना देंगे? कंस्ट्रक्शन. You have this tool where you can just construct whatever you want, right? So you'll make a construction. So I made this construction here. From A, I will draw a line such that this is perpendicular to DB. Okay. So AF is perpendicular to DB. Now अभी मुझे rectangle दिख रहा है. Okay, this is a rectangle. I know this is a right angle. How do I know this is a right angle? Because whenever you draw a radius at the point of contact of a tangent, those two are perpendicular. तो ये right angle है, ये भी right angle triangle है. Sorry, ये right angle है, ये भी right angle है. This I have drawn myself. तो इसको ड्रॉ करते समय मैंने right angle ड्रॉ किया, तो ऑब्वियसली ये भी 90 डिग्रीज होगा. तो ये रेक्टेंगल हो गया. रेक्टेंगल का डेफिनेशन क्या है? ऑल एंगल्स आर 90 डिग्रीज. दैट्स द डेफिनेशन ऑफ रेक्टेंगल. सो दिस आई हैव गॉट अ रेक्टेंगल. सो मुझे CD चाहिए राइट. सो वंस आई गेट AF, आई विल गेट CD. मेरा भी टारगेट क्या है? व्हाट इज माय एम? आई हैव टू समहाउ फाइंड AF. Once I find AF, I will be able to find CD. Okay, now think, how will you find AF? Now start putting the values in. You know that the radius is 4, right? So AC 4 हो जाएगा, AEB 4 हो जाएगा, AC 4, AE 4. Next, इसके रेडियस डालना शुरू कर दो. इसका रेडियस क्या है? 6 सेंटीमीटर. So EB will be 6 centimeter and DB will be 6 centimeter. ये पूरा का पूरा जो ब्लू लाइन है that is 6 centimeter. अब तक क्या किया मैंने? सिर्फ वैल्यूज पुट किया रेडियस के. Now start using the properties of rectangle. Opposite sides of a rectangle are equal, right? So अगर ये AC 4 है तो ये FDB 4 हो जाएगा. So I'll put this as 4. Okay, ये पूरा का पूरा 6 है और ये छोटा सा पार्ट 4 है, तो ये बचा हुआ पार्ट कितना हो जाएगा? ये 2 हो जाएगा. Now see, यहाँ पे एक राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल है, right? This is 90 degrees, right? So यहाँ पे राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल है, एक साइड पता है, दूसरा साइड विल फाइंड. 4 + 6 10. So ये साइड है 10, ये साइड है 2. So 10 और 2 तुम्हें पता है. You can use Pythagoras theorem in this small triangle and you can find the required side, right? एक बार ये तुम्हें मिल गया, again use the property of rectangles. Opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. So अगर तुम्हें रेड लाइन का लेंथ मिल गया, so that will be equal to CD. and ये तुम्हें find out करना था. Isn't it amazing, right? I think this is the best feeling in the world. Okay, when you are trying to solve a sum, and you actually really try to solve a sum, you don't understand how to solve this sum, you have no clue how to solve this sum, and then when you actually understand how this sum can be solved, I think that's one of the best feelings in the world. Okay, I'm going to do this one more time. If you haven't understood, I'm going to do this one more time. Okay, what I did was, first I joined the centers of the circle with the point of contacts. Okay, so यहाँ पे join कर लिया, यहाँ पे join कर लिया. Then I joined the centers of the circle and I know that the point of contact will lie on the line joining the centers of the circle. Next, यहाँ पे मुझे rectangle चाहिए था. अगर rectangle होगा, then I can use the property of rectangle, right? Opposite sides are equal. So मैंने जबरदस्ती rectangle draw किया by drawing a construction. Okay, so एक construction draw कर लिया such that this is right angles. Okay, this is also right angle, this is also right angle because of the property of radius and the tangent. So ये भी 90 degrees हो जाएगा, तो ये rectangle आ गया. अभी ये rectangle आ गया, now I can start substituting the values in the diagram. Okay, so पहले radius को मैं substitute करूंगा. ये भी radius है 4, ये भी radius है 4. यहाँ पे this is radius 6, this is radius 6. ये question में दिया हुआ था. Then start using the properties of rectangle. If this is 4, इसके opposite जो side है वो भी 4 हो जाएगा, तो ये छोटा part 4 हो जाएगा. ये बड़ा वाला पार्ट अगर 6 है तो छोटा वाला पार्ट 4, तो बचा हुआ पार्ट 2 हो जाएगा. नाउ आई नो ये 4 + 6 10 है और ये 2 है. So I can use Pythagoras theorem and find the hypotenuse over here. This is not the hypotenuse. No, this is not the hypotenuse. मुझे hypotenuse पता है 10 और एक साइड पता है 2, तो I can find the third side using Pythagoras theorem. एक बार मुझे AF का वैल्यू पता चल गया, AF will be equal to CD, and that's what we had to find. Now let's start solving the sum. Once we have understood the sum, now we can start solving the sum. Okay, you already know all these steps. Okay, so construction में हम क्या लिखेंगे? ड्रॉ सेगमेंट AF परपेंडिकुलर टू BD. तो AF को हम परपेंडिकुलर बना रहे BD के. ओके, देन यूज द थ्योरम ऑफ टचिंग सर्कल्स. व्हेन यू ऐड 4 + 6 = 10, उसके लिए स्ट्रेट लाइन होना चाहिए. स्ट्रेट लाइन कैसे आएगा? यूजिंग थ्योरम ऑन टचिंग सर्कल्स. सो यूज थ्योरम ऑफ टचिंग सर्कल्स. द सर्कल्स विद सेंटर A and B टच ईच अदर एट पॉइंट E, and by theorem of touching circles, A dash E dash B, A dash E dash B, any A, E and B, all three points lie on the same line. Okay, next you'll have to prove that this new quadrilateral that you have formed is a rectangle. तुम लोग अज्यूम नहीं कर सकते रेक्टेंगल, तो उसको प्रूफ करना पड़ेगा कि वो रेक्टेंगल है. ओके, हाउ विल यू प्रूव? फर्स्ट यू विल से angle ACD is equal to BCD, sorry, ACD is equal to BDC is equal to 90. Okay, where is ACD? ACD इस एंगल की बात हो रही है. देन BDC, BDC इस एंगल की बात हो रही है. सो ACD एंड BDC both of them are equal to 90. Why? Tangent theorem. तुम्हें पता है कि जब भी when you draw radius to the point of contact of a tangent, the radius and the tangent are perpendicular to each other. That comes from tangent theorem. Next, angle AFD is 90. AFD यानी ये एंगल 90 क्यों? क्योंकि हम लोग ने खुद कंस्ट्रक्ट किया, राइट? वी कंस्ट्रक्टेड इट टू बी परपेंडिकुलर, so that will also be 90 degrees. अभी बचा कौन सा एंगल? ये एंगल, ओके, which is CAF. CAF, तो ये एंगल बच गया. अभी सारे 90 आ गए, सबको ऐड करके 360 आना चाहिए, बच गया सिर्फ एक एंगल. सो जो बचा हुआ एंगल है वो भी 90 डिग्री हो. रीजन, रिमेनिंग एंगल ऑफ द क्वाड्रिलैटरल AFDC. ओके, हेंस नाउ यू नो कि क्वाड्रिलैटरल AFDC इज रेक्टेंगल. ये जो ऊपर वाला पार्ट है रेक्टेंगल है, हम लोग ने प्रूफ कर दिया. क्यों? क्योंकि बाय डेफिनेशन सारे ऑल एंगल्स ऑफ रेक्टेंगल्स आर 90 डिग्री. ओके, हम लोग ने वो प्रूफ कर दिया. सो नाउ दैट यू हैव प्रूफ this is a rectangle, now use the property of a rectangle. Okay, so what property will you use first? AC is equal to DF, right? AC is equal to DF is equal to 4 centimeters. Why? Opposite sides of a rectangle. Now BD is equal to BF plus DF. Okay, here you can see they have written BD is equal to BF plus DF. So BD बड़ा वाला पार्ट है, BF ये नीचे वाला छोटा पार्ट है, एंड DF ये ऊपर वाला छोटा पार्ट है. इन दोनों छोटे पार्ट्स को ऐड करके बड़ा वाला पार्ट BD आ जाएगा, राइट? एंड द रीजन इज B डैश F डैश C, मतलब B डैश F डैश C लिखा है यहाँ पे. there's a printing mistake over here. Okay, ये यहाँ पे C नहीं है, यहाँ पे D आएगा. Please do make that correction. Okay, here it won't be C, it will be D. Okay, so B dash F dash D, all three lie on the same line, इसलिए you can write that. So now substitute. BD क्या है? BD you know is 6. Why? Because it's the radius of the bigger circle. Next, BF you don't know. Next, DF is this small part जो हम लोग ने अभी find out किया is 4 centimeters. So 6 is equal to BF plus 4. So 4 वहां पे जाएगा, 6 minus 4, आंसर 2 आ जाएगा. Okay. Now also find AB. AB क्या होगा? AE plus EB, right? AB is AE plus EB. Then to substitute. Okay, before that इसका रीजन लिखना पड़ेगा. इसका रीजन क्या है? इसका रीजन है कि A dash E dash B and A dash E dash B क्यों आएगा? Because distance between the centers of the circle. Okay, they have used a different property over here. Okay, यहाँ पे क्या है? AB क्या है? Distance between the centers of the two circles. Okay, and you know that the distance between the centers of the two circles of two touching circles is equal to addition of their radius. तो AE छोटे सर्कल का रेडियस है यहाँ पे, एंड EB इज बड़े सर्कल का रेडियस यहाँ पे. तो दोनों के सेंटर्स का जो बीच का डिस्टेंस है, दैट विल बी द सम ऑफ रेडियस ऑफ द two touching circles. Okay, that property they have used, and you'll have to explain that in a complete sentence. Now substitute. A is 4, EB is 6, तो 4 plus 6 is 10. तो पूरा का पूरा पार्ट हमें 10 आ गया. So ये 2 आ गया, ये 10 आ गया. All that is left is to use Pythagoras theorem in that triangle. Okay, so let's start that. In triangle AFB. Okay, AFB. Angle AFB is equal to 90 degrees, क्योंकि हम लोग ने वैसे कंस्ट्रक्ट किया था, राइट? AFB is equal to 90 degree using construction. Now use Pythagoras theorem. AB square is equal to AF square plus BF square. Hypotenuse क्या है? AB. So AB square will be equal to AF square plus BF square. Okay, now you substitute and do the calculations. Okay, so I think now you can solve this entire sum by yourself. ये last step तुम खुद से कर सकते हो, right? So I'll wait for 5 seconds for you to pause the video here and substitute and find the value of CD for me. Find the value of CD. Okay, I'll wait for 5 seconds for you to pause the video. Okay, I hope you pause the video and have value of CD ready. Now let us look at the calculation. So AB is equal to 10, AB square is equal to 10 square. यहाँ पे 10 आ गया था हमें. AF हमें find out करना है AF, and BF is 2. यहाँ ये छोटा पार्ट है 2. So BF square will be 2 square. So 10 square is 100, 2 square is 4, 4 वहां पे जाएगा तो 96 आ जाएगा. Then you take square root on both sides, write that as the reason. So ये जो AF का स्क्वायर है वो AF का स्क्वायर कट के सिर्फ AF बच जाएगा, because you are taking the square root, and right hand side you get square root of 96. Now to solve the square root of 96, you write 96, उसके factors निकालो. Okay, and you'll find it is 4 into 4 into 6. So 96 is equal to 4 into 4 into 6. तो अंदर जो दो बार मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है 4 into 4 वो बाहर आके एक बार हो जाएगा. So your answer will be 4 root 6 centimeters. Now AF का वैल्यू आया. So AF will be equal to CD using property of triangle, right? So CD is equal to AF because opposite sides of a rectangle. So AF जो 4 root 6 आया था तो CD भी 4 root 6 है. And that will be your answer, final answer, which you will put in pencil box. CD is equal to 4 root 6 centimeter. Okay, that's your question number 5. Okay, so that's it for this learning session. Just check whether you have achieved today's learning objective or not. Can you solve problems based on touching circles now that you have seen 5 different problems based on touching circles? Okay, check for yourself. That's it for this learning session. I hope you understood everything and I hope you enjoyed today's learning session. You enjoyed solving those interesting sums and challenging sums, and we'll see each other in the next learning session. Till then, bye and peace.